Guyana is a real nice place. Don't hurt up your head, don't worry yourself. Welcome the one and all. Yeah. Da da da. AOMA.
And call you guys.
You ready? A country with an island vibe. I swear Guyana nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒂𝒂 with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine iron, but emotion. No, we ain't boasting. No. Oh no. I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒐𝒑𝒚𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. Oh no. Welcome to Moko. Every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't gang. For my first interview, 𝒖𝒔𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 tell police thanks. And I brought the bag, but pass court and got it stamped. You can't dance abroad if you can't dance a yard. We gon' catch it when it's good, cause we say when it's hard. Not for them, love this country and people don't spend it long. Them honor them in fraud, not for them sell the land. We pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got God covered. Blessing on everyone, listen brother man. Put 2 and 2 together, don't listen to the one. Some of them just like taco or leaf stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this is 𝒏𝒐𝒕𝒆 born, yeah, we got the team with blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒐𝒑𝒚𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒄𝒑. Oh no, welcome to Moko. Say a country with an island vibe. I swear Guyana nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Making the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒒𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 life. Coffee any money, so we toast it. Say we just fine iron, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh, yeah. Oh, a country where the island vibe. A country where the island vibe. This is a country where the island vibe. A country where the island vibe. I swear Guyana and eyes. Yeah. Da da da. A-O-M-A.
And call you guys.
A country with the island vibe. I swear Guyana and eyes. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-acre beats with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine iron, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh, yeah. Oh, every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't gang. For my first interview, I tell police thanks. And I brought the bag, my passport, and got a stamp. You can't answer Brad if you can't answer yard. We gon' catch it when it's good, cause we say when it's hard. Not for them, living country and people don't spend it long. The man of them is fraud, up for them sell the land. We pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got God cover us. Blessing on everyone, listen brother man. Put 2 and 2 together, don't listen to the one. Some of them just like taco or leaf and stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this a GT boy, yeah, we got the Timmy blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. vibe, you can be so with our eyes. The Tony got the whole place high. And we celebrating life. Coffee any money, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but in both it. No, we ain't both it. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh, yeah. Oh, a country where the island vibe. Yeah. A country where the island vibe. This is a country where the island vibe. A country where the island vibe. I swear Guyana nice.
Caution them.
AG.
Make it an anthem. Land of Guyana, of rivers and plains. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. Then nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live in a foreign country. Then nothing can change me. 6 races, beautiful faces. Put your hand them in the air if you're not racist. I pledge myself to honor always. I will never disgrace this. Then want peace and we mop. Wait your mothers, we not get you that. No, not one caress. Not a blade of grass. Listen up, 83,000 square miles. Oh my God, we find aisle. Me not tell you no lie. Guyana nice, but me fear for my life. Land of many waters, bring out all the leaders in the sun, them and the daughters. If you want to, we fight. No, not at all. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. We got stop broke. Allow it half crook. It now is pretty son about a try act shook. Got a big up GRM, me know I'm a tax look. And when me have the money, me can go for my bank book. Beautiful Guyana, we there in South America. Land of kite, the flora and the fauna. Independent people, so we doing what we wanna. Never violate because you could become a Ghana. Them love we country, all the foreigners, them children salute you. In the Indian temple, love we border, we no want no problem. Never fall, we forever standing. Me love how God make ya, would never forsake ya. Unique in every way, could I never mistake ya. If Guyana was a girl, they surely would date ya. That's why them want take ya. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I
Bire mazak wura nogong Morawia got manoro tijit ningai.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world.
One rice grain, not one courage, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow and never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere. Big mistake. We ain't giving up no mountain, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue 𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄, not one rice grain, not one courage, not a blade of grass. We love the.
Good morning, guys. Welcome down to Livewire. It's great to be back here with you. We had some not technical difficulty. I'm not gonna lie on the technical equipment, but y'all boy needed to recover. But I'm here today with you to take you through the paces. As you guys know, big victory, 2023 CPL champions. We finally did it. I'm really proud of those guys. They worked really hard. Everyone on the team, all the Guyanese who supported, even those Guyanese who didn't support, shucks, you're gonna still get the accolades that come along with being Guyanese, given that the Guyana Amazon Warriors won this year. So again, congratulations to the team, the coaches, captain, all those produce owners, all those persons who took part in the CPL in whatever way, shape, or form. You guys did a really great job, especially the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Bring it home. Finally. And it was a good look out there. His Excellency, I saw the Vice President, several ministers at the game, and it was a really joyous occasion to celebrate. This has been a long time coming, and persons would often say, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. This year we married, people. This year we married, we win. We win. We win. Anybody call Rowley to see how we doing? Anybody check out Rowley? What is by Odin Smith with a big smile? Look, Odin Smith holding this trophy. I almost get vexed just now, but Salawi. Odin Smith put it. They get Odin Smith this trophy with all them runs he threw and all them wide ball. But the point is we won, and that was important. And there was a lot of love. You saw the love on the field. His Excellency embracing these cricketers. As you know, our president is a really big cricket fan. So he was extremely happy. And I know I see some people abusing on that status I had on Facebook yesterday, where I said we never win a CPL on the APNU. I said, what's that? It's not a lie. We never win a CPL on the APNU. And yes, I know that CPL is more than 10 years old. But it's still factual. We never won a CPL under the APNU. We won one under the BVP. So, shucks. Who vex lose? We're not really bothering with that. But it was a good look. It was a good look at the National Stadium. And you saw that melting pot of Guyanese, all races, all walks of life, just coming out to enjoy the cricket, celebrate and wish their team well. And those well wishes took us all the way to the championship. And yeah, bragging rights for a year. Bragging rights for a year. As you guys would know, next year will be the final year for the 3-year deal that His Excellency would have made for the hosting of CPL finals in Guyana. And by then, a lot of the I'm not sure if that stadium is going to be finished in Palmyra. But if it is, we'd have more locations to host CPL. There'll be a wider spread in terms of, persons going around the country to enjoy the CPL matches. But it was really, really fun. I didn't see everything. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all, watch out for El Dorado and the cocktails. Y'all, watch out. Please, people, watch out. It's trouble. Trouble in the dance. Trouble in the dance. I went the cricket. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it, right? But I wanted to show y'all this Trinidadian newspaper, their sports section, the day before, I think it was the morning of the match, or the day before the match, the finals, right? Trinidadians disrespectful, flawless, over trophyless. And in the end, the trophyless prevailed. So, they were throwing hints at us and all. I keep asking, anybody check Mr. Rowley? Did anybody call Mr. Rowley to see what is going on with him, how he's coping with this? Did anybody call Mr. Rowley to see how he's coping with this? This could be very serious. This could be very serious. You understand? Anyway, morning to those persons tuned in already. So you have a couple of people here. Ms. Ragobir, Umar Sharif, and all our regular viewers tuning in. Good morning to you guys. And welcome down to Livewire. We're going to go through the paces. Before I get into, I don't know how come all of a sudden I get some worse, man. What's going on? I was at the cricket, man. I was at the cricket. But yeah, so I wanted to touch on a couple of things this morning. Let me see what I shall go to first. So I'll end with the good news. I can start with the worries. Well, we had good news. Amazon Warriors win. But we'll wrap up with the good news. I wanted to share something with you guys since last week. But as you know, we don't have a program over the weekend. So I usually have to wait until Monday to bring some of this information to you. So guys, as you join in, just share the live with me. Share the live for me. Let's get the word out there. So we're coming back to this situation with the chairman of Region 4, Mr. Daniel Siram. And yet again, over the weekend, the only person that we've seen some kind of condemnation come from is the opposition leader, right? And I just want to show y'all something. The difference, the leadership, right? Now look at this situation. Aubrey Norton has called for the resignation of the regional chairman of Region 4, his executive member of the PNC, Mr. Daniel Siram, right? He has called for the resignation of Mr. Daniel Siram surrounding the allegations of abuse towards his wife. Now, Mr. Siram is an Indo-Guyanese in the PNC. Where was Aubrey Norton and where is Aubrey Norton's voice in relation to Gary Best and his matter? Now, as you all would know, Gary Best, while driving under the influence of alcohol, knocked down and killed a national cyclist, Mr. Jude Bentley, right? Knocked down and killed a national cyclist. Mr. Gary Best is now in the runnings for the leadership of that party. So why didn't Mr. Norton or members of that party sanction Mr. Best? Because I heard him say, if he doesn't resign, the internal structure of the party will render punishment or some sort of however they deal with things in there. But my point is, why this sudden call? Well, not sudden call. Why no? You found a voice to call for somebody's resignation. Why didn't ask Gary Best to resign from the party? Now Gary Best could come back after cleaning up Jude while he riding and practicing, right? Cleaning up Jude while he riding and practicing. So, Aubrey, I think you should deal with Gary Best first. Gary Best is the first person that you should have your central executive sanction, right? And then we can get to Daniel Siram. I ain't saying leave Daniel out. Deal with Gary Best. Because in Daniel Siram's case, the person's still alive, right? They got a future. They could be with the family still. Mr. Bentley is not with his family anymore. And Mr. Best is walking scot-free. However he dealt with the matter. Right? He was not punished by the judicial system. So, Mr. Norton, I'm suggesting that your internal organs of the party sanction Mr. Best for that, because Guyana would have lost a national athlete. So just like how we win cricket day the other day, we could have gotten some cycling medals coming from something somewhere from Jude Bentley. You understand? Could it be a case that the racism in Mr. Norton is coming out here? That he's only willing to sanction members of his party that are not of Afro-Guyanese descent? We know of Geeta Chandan and what she went through in there. We know of Dawn Hastings and what she went through in there. So how come it's only the members of that party who are not of Afro descent having these issues? I'm wondering what is going on. Mr. Norton, could you tell us? So I agree with you sanctioning Mr. Siram, but I'm also saying sanction Mr. Best too. Whatever, put your the party, whatever you're doing, sanction Mr. Best too. Sanction Mr. Best too. And again, nothing from GHRA, nothing from Red Thread. Could it be because this is an Indo-Guyanese woman, she doesn't deserve representation from these civil society groups? Where is the protest? Where is Annette Ferguson? Where is Simona Bruns? All these persons. Where y'all? They like y'all gone into hiding. Another thing I noticed, I didn't see anybody from the opposition at the CPL. I didn't see any in a photo, a video, nothing. I didn't see any of them. I'm not saying they weren't there, but I didn't see any of them. And I'm saying, imagine something like cricket. We can put aside whatever differences and just come out and be, well, I know they don't like this whole one guy and the thing. We can't just come out and be Guyanese together, enjoying and supporting the team. Somebody trying to tell me the opposition vex the Guyana Amazon Warriors win. This was somebody trying to say that the opposition leader couldn't come out and support the Guyana Amazon Warriors in their bid for the championship in 2023. A member of parliament from the opposition side. Their former director of sport, nobody can come out. None of the former ministers of sport, culture and sport couldn't come out. What's it about? What, they think they're better than the Guyanese that are there? Another thing I want to mention about the cricket. So, you notice the president was at some of the matches. And I was listening at one of the, I didn't go to one of the, I was listening to cricket on TV. And I was listening to the commentator. The president was in the green stand. And he was like, Guyana's president is out here rallying with the people in the stands with the people. And it's great for the morale, great for the team, boosting the team spirit and that kind of thing. We couldn't get it from the opposition leader. We couldn't get it from any of the executive or the PNC come out and show oneness in support of the Guyana Amazon Warriors. That was something so hard to do. It's simple as shaking a hand. And I'm pretty sure he was invited. Because, matter of fact, no, I lie. I saw 𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎 at one of the, in a photo at one of the games. So don't let me lie. I saw 𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎. But he only had one hand free, as usual. But like I was saying, that was a time to come out. And he was in the presidential suite, as a matter of fact, not outside with the people. So I'm saying, why couldn't that unity be shown in this matter? Guyana Amazon Warriors. It's not political. Indians and Afro-Guyanese playing on the team. Why we didn't have that support? Why the opposition leader couldn't come out and sit down next to the president and cheer on the Guyana Amazon Warriors to victory? You understand me? That would have changed a lot of people's perception about the gentleman. But he's staying true to form. So, trouble. So, I'm saying to Mr. Norton, sanction Mr. Siram, but don't forget Mr. Best, the same guy who running for the leadership of the party. He want to take over from you. Sanction Mr. Best too. Sanction Mr. Best. And I hope it's not because Daniel Siram is an Indo-Guyanese. You are sounding your voice so loudly for him to resign and for him to be sanctioned by the executive of the party. And I didn't hear anything from you in relation to Gary Best. Nothing at all. Nobody in the party. Nothing they said about Gary Best. And somebody died. Somebody actually died. Right? So, look after Gunter, but still deal with Gary. So, we move it forward. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit because I still didn't see nobody saying anything about this Daniel Siram matter other than Aubrey Norton. And I feel like he's only doing this because Mr. Siram is Indo-Guyanese. And it shows Indo-Guyanese in that party got it bad. They got it bad. Right? They got it bad. Y'all notice FYI and in the ring, the skipping past the matter. Pimp him. Sherrod, pimp him. Anyway, that's enough with the negativity. Let's find out what's going on in Guyana on the positive side. So more than 4 billion is to be spent on upgrading and constructing of hinterland roads. This announcement of over 4 billion in funding for the upgrade and construction of hinterland roads in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9 represents a significant investment in infrastructure development. This investment is expected to have a far-reaching social economic benefits for communities in these regions, and that's regions 1, 7, 8, and 9. The road construction and rehabilitation projects will result in improved connectivity for residents in the hinterland regions. And you know connectivity is important. It cuts down your time of traveling, you get so much more time to do so much more things. This will not only enhance transportation options, but also open up new opportunities for trade, tourism, and access to essential services, right? So in some of these far-flung communities, you might have a health or a health center, but you need to get to a hospital because the matters are a little more advanced than the care that these smaller facilities can handle. So if you have good roads for you to travel between areas, it cuts down that time. So persons have a better chance of surviving whatever issue or incident that will cause them to be ill or incapacitated, right? It is noteworthy that the funding is divided into different regions and specific areas within those regions. This targeted approach ensures various communities will benefit from the infrastructure upgrades. The construction and rehabilitation projects are expected to stimulate economic activity in the hinterland regions. The creation of jobs and increased economic opportunity can help uplift these communities and reduce the disparities. Now, in relation to the bidding process, the government is inviting sealed bids for the project, indicating a transparent and competitive procurement process. This ensures that qualified contractors have an opportunity to participate in these infrastructure projects. Now, in relation to the qualification requirements, the bidders, the bidders, what they need: valid certificate of compliance from the Guyana Revenue Authority and the National Insurance Scheme. And this is underscored by government officials for persons who are interested in being part of the procurement process. And this also allows for transparency and accountability in the procurement process. Now, these bids will close on October 10th. So persons who are interested still have some time to get their bids in, buy a bid documents, find out what's going on, see how you can play a role in this bit of infrastructure development that's going to be happening here in Guyana. So again, it's all about grabbing these opportunities, being aware of what's happening in your region, in the country, and aligning yourself and positioning yourself so that you can benefit. It makes no sense for you to sit at home, scrolling Facebook, complaining about this, complaining about not finding work, and you are not making any effort on your part to be a part of the development that is happening, right? So up to 2 days ago, I was suggesting to a young person that I was speaking to, start a business. We ain't even thinking about oil and gas. Every day in the newspapers, there are expressions of interest where I don't know the St. Paul to me, and I think the St. Paul to me. But anyway, you throw me off of what I was saying. Anyway, back to these roads. This by. But anyway, so I was encouraging the person to get their documents together and get involved in the process. There are a lot more new contractors than ever before, and once you can get a contract, you complete your contract, you have something on your belt to show that, hey, I did work. You understand? It's a better chance if you're getting another contract, right? Now, let's look at how the road construction and rehabilitation projects will directly impact the daily lives of residents in these hinterland regions. So it helps with improve access to education, healthcare, markets, and can significantly improve the quality of life of these communities, right? So somebody could start up a little school bus operation, dropping kids to school in these areas. They could have persons who are, as I said, in terms of getting to health facilities, it's a little easier for you to do so. But it's a little easier for you to do so when the roads are good. So all these things all go well for these communities, and could only see these communities progressing with this type of investment by government, right? It is also crucial to consider any environmental assessment and mitigation measures in relation to these activities. Morning, Vishal. Morning.
And I went the door of victory for the Amazon warriors and Guyanese in the whole.
Uh-huh.
And according to certain some Trinidad, the game, the Anabod, the game, wow, when Trinidad really stupid to tell me the game,
I telling you about it. I was gonna deal with that a little later. It was upsetting me, but I was letting it slide for now.
Right? Yeah, really stupid, but it knows what happened. They can't handle the fact, the reality. That Guyana is what you can do.
Yeah.
You understand? I could remember all in my brokerage career. If a shipment left Guyana, destined for Trinidad, and it had a simple error in terms of a simple spelling error, simple number, they would use to turn back that shipment.
Yeah.
This is the inquisition, the oppression that Guyanese businesses are being shown by the hands of these same landlords. You understand?
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm happy. I must applaud the government and the president for his maturity and his prudent stewardship, not only the country or the sovereignty of Guyana, but let's look at the CPM. You understand? The opposition always with the boom and gloom, but look at the difference of leadership. Look at the difference of stewardship. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Right? A man said, Amazon warrior left wing, nothing on the flap news. The man right. That one he politicizing it. I'm not talking about your post. They were many other posts.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That shows the atmosphere, because it said your thought is the energy. Right? So everything starts from a thought. And if you compare the thoughts of the opposition or the then government to now, it's totally different.
I agree.
It's totally different. The atmosphere is different. Now, I want to touch on another point first. Mr. North, you continue to spread this propaganda of black oppression and black suppression and all of these acronyms that we want to attribute black people, of which black people are not even aware of those accusations. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Four black women being file black in the ocean there right now.
He gonna see that. Right? He gonna see that. He gonna know that.
Right?
Yeah.
We're talking about black people in the business. Team Jacobs alone. If you look at his net worth in terms of his assets and cash and everything, it's a successful black man in the end.
Yeah.
nothing react, He's only in a basement. And it's not like good morning, we knew.
What?
No, I'm going my mom will show you the to take for the
Oh, Paul!
Right, it's not like Mr. Jones, let us put another thing. How many black millionaires evolved under the tenureship of Flap? Let me be realistic.
I make that point all the time, brother.
How many?
I make that point all the time.
Imagine black businesses were sidelined and Indo-Guyanese businesses who would make billions of dollars made even more billions under Flap. It's a fact.
Yeah.
49 rich Indian businessmen made money under Flap, not black people. They have a real strong love for black people, and when they're in power, they don't get black people don't get none from them.
Pardon, I say that all the time.
All we could do is sell the black man a good life.
I get something here to show Paul. He done the live talking bare S as usual, but I wait until they finish the deal with he.
Yeah, but what they haven't realized that there is a renaissance in terms of the thinking among young Afro-Guyanese.
Among young Guyanese in general.
Yes, I know, but I have to emphasize on my young Afro-Guyanese youth because let me tell you something. As much as the opposition and the elements and agents try to indoctrinate and insinuate certain negative sentiments,
yeah,
the young black youths are more energized and attuned with uplifting and contributing themselves to another level. They got time in Flap. I tell you, have a great day.
Thanks, brother. Yes, Paul. So, guys, just let me let you see the nonsense Paul asking me. Where is it? So, yeah. Right. So that is Paul's comment. So Paul claimed it's only black people went out there, Paul. This is the first post, Paul, that I found of the cricket carnival. And these are some of the photos that I pulled to share with you. Because remember, according to Paul, we hadn't no people jumping behind the truck. It was just we Matty Afro-Guyanese out there thing. Right? So Paul, let me go through. These are indigenous Guyanese out here enjoying the float parade, Paul. These are Indian Guyanese, Paul, out on the road. Look like they got an indigenous one mixed in there, enjoying the parade, Paul. You get away from here with your divisiveness. You understand? Look like the Indian man sitting on that bridge, and that Indian woman there with the guy in Amazon Warriors flag next to that black man there, Paul. Y'all racist and divisive, right? Look at look the Indian woman there with your mixture in there out on the road. Let me look for some Indian people whining and enjoying themselves, right? Look at this unity, Paul. That this was upset some of y'all, you know. When y'all see, listen here, you gotta Google it. I find it and I'm showing it to you, right? Indo-Guyanese out on the road celebrating yesterday, right? Let me go through. We continuing. Look at my boy, this Indo-Guyanese with the 12-year-old Paul. You didn't see them? You didn't see them? Look at my boy. He can handle all the meat, Paul. We doing that. But he enjoying himself. And that is what I think when people like Paul and RB Norton see things like this, it has run them crazy because they're realizing Guyanese are coming together. Guyanese, just as what Vishal said, it's not like back in the day. People ain't going with that stupidness that you're telling them. Look at this Indo-Guyanese, Paul, out on the road, celebrating Amazon Warriors, cricket carnival, Indo-Guyanese. Look at it. Oh my God, Paul. Paul, Indo-Guyanese, full costume, enjoying himself on the road, right? And this is what just could have pulled from NCN for you, right? So yes, I am Mr. Google It. I am Mr. Google It, and I'm saying to you, Paul, you go on Google Indo-Guyanese at the 2023 Cricket Carnival Road Parade, and you're going to see them. outside of the set that I just show you here. Outside of the set that I just show you here. Now, coming back to a quick point that Vishal made. Now, there are some, in some quarters, there are some Guyanese who are saying that they pay to win the game, or Guyana pay to win the game, or something like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. People can't please you. If they lose, you're going to hear again, they go in and they do stupidness. They finally win. Now you hear they pay for win. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What's wrong with some people, man? These Amazon warriors could do anything that can keep y'all happy. These Amazon warriors could do anything that could keep y'all happy. Now you're hearing ExxonMobil pay Trinidad to lose the game. And it's Guyanese saying this, you know. It's Guyanese saying this. I mean, sometimes I find it amazing that we tearing down ourselves by. Y'all really feel Trinidad they want to lose there and go home to deal with them, Trini? Come on, man. When we lose is an issue. Now we win is an issue. Come on. Give people a chance. Give people a chance. Give people a chance, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so as I was saying, 4 billion in hinterland roads on the cards. Regions 1, 7, 8, and 9. So movement happening in those areas. Movement happening in those areas. We're still in region 9, or over 200 Kumu and Quarry households get first-time access to electricity. So the distribution of solar photovoltaic home systems to approximately 200 households in Kumu and Carey satellite village of St. Ignatius Central Rupununi. I don't think I got that second name right. Quarry. Anyway, the two satellite villages of St. Ignatius in Central Rupununi Region 9. And this marks a significant milestone in providing first-time access to reliable electricity for these communities. So the solar home system project, initiated by the government, demonstrates a commitment to addressing energy access challenges in remote Amerindian communities. It recognizes the importance of energy security in these areas. With reliable electricity now, children and youths in these villages can study. Oh, shucks, sorry. I didn't want to pass that line again. Let me put up the photo. Back, right? Back. Googleable information. Google it, Paul. Google it. Right. So as I was saying, right, children and youths in these villages can study comfortably in their homes. This access to electricity enhances educational opportunities beyond school hours, which can have a positive impact on academic performance. Now, these efforts, oh my goodness, what is that? These efforts by the government have been lauded in communities across the country, especially those in the indigenous areas. Hi, good morning, caller.
Yeah, you want to answer me. I'm telling you, be bad. Me asking to show people on the sideline.
What, sir? I showed you people in the band. Paul, first of all, stop. I showed you persons who are dressed in costumes for cricket carnival. If I had known that you were going to come with this nonsense, I would have had more evidence to show you. But this here on the screen right now is an Indo-Guyanese dressed in costume. These are Indo-Guyanese in CPL jerseys, a part of the CPL man whining on the road. So what is your point, sir?
Listen to me. You showed me something the night before. Then why I show me the night before? Why I show me the next day? Yesterday I'm talking about.
Comrade, this here is the float parade that happened yesterday. These images.
I saw the videos with the people jumping behind the body. I know India jumping behind them, but Billy had one or two of them. You start with unity. You want split this stuff of racism, everything but racism with you. I'm to you, but
So you are the person who you are the person who is claiming.
Black people got a racist bone in their body. You could tell you the girlfriend. Black people don't have a race. We are the worst enemy. We forgive people faster than they will forgive us. You remember that? No history, friend.
No.
And
What?
Mr. Google is not you.
What happened on Norton Street? What happened on Norton Street?
I didn't say nothing last night on the street. I was saying to you is that you gotta learn that we are our biggest problem.
Okay. Young up. Yeah, we are our biggest problem. I agree, Paul. And people like you are one of the biggest problems we have. Because up to now, you call him back. Up to now, you can't tell me the point you're trying to make in relation to Indian people being in this ban on the road.
What I'm trying to tell you, forget the ban now.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you, you can't watch it everything and think it's all about because some racism because of whatever Gary Best do and wherever the Indian guy do, wherever Gary Best do, he went through the court first.
Stop right there. Wait. On that point, Paul. On that point. So you're saying to me that Gary Best went through the court, and because he had good lawyers, he wasn't sanctioned by the court, and that is okay.
Boss, whatever the court says, though. We don't control the court. We don't make law. Me, you're not a lawyer. That's why we sit in the...
So then why the opposition give the court so much time when they tell them that they lose the election on so much different levels?
No, you guys was in the opposition.
Paul, get away from here. That's nonsense. Why did they listen to the court all the time? Look how much pronouncements the court make that nobody want to listen to. Now that you know Gary Best get off, court, whatever the court says that.
Man, listen to me. You see, you're watching the thing with one side,
And how many sides are you watching it from, Paul?
Boss, look how much thing happened under these people, your people there.
Like what? Give me examples. Give me examples.
Look, the man will shoot the man, the woman inside, the PPP man will shoot the woman in Region 1. Which court did he face?
Sir, you have evidence of the man shooting a woman in Region 1?
Let's shoot him, boss.
There was an incident that involved the firearm, but I don't know of any man in Letem or Region 9 shooting any woman. Sir, what are the full details of that story, sir? Of how this happened? What are the details? Or are you listening to propaganda media again? What are the details?
A shot is a shot. You get shot, you get shot. That's what it is, basically.
So, Paul, okay, hold on. So you're trying to tell me, if you're a firearm holder in your house, you have a firearm in your house, right? And for some reason, you're either cleaning it or something, you send somebody, fit it falling and go off, and somebody is shot. Is that somebody shooting somebody, or was it an incident that happened involving a firearm?
It's always a story. It's always a make-up stupid story.
Yeah, well, here. We've been dealing with make-ups.
The police make a 40 different story about the man.
So what's the true story that you know? So what's the true story that you know about that? Do you know? Did you know? Comrade, do you know of the history of that individual in that area with the police? Oh Christ, I'm asking a question. You know the history of the individual in the area with the police? Do you know the history of the...
So the police are right to go in a man bed and shoot him because
oh my God. No, sir. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you, sir, you don't have all the information. So you're speaking from an uninformed point of view. You don't have all the information. Well, you know what? We had 2050 to 2020 for the APNU to find the right information and bring it to light. All those 400 black people that they claim were killed, they should have brought it to light. They should have collected back all the houses in Pradoville. All the corruption and all the money for friends, family, and favorites. They should have found all those persons who had the money and locked them up. But you know what they did? They found nothing. They did nothing for the people. And the same Afro-Guyanese that you are rowing for and claiming that we is your own worst enemy, they did nothing for. So you are right. You are correct in saying that we are our own worst enemy. Because those persons who champion the rights of Afro-Guyanese did nothing for them. And we never used to hear from Paul. We never hear from Paul. Paul in the States sitting in one stake all the time, and Guyanese suffering down here. And we couldn't hear from you. We couldn't hear from you. But anyway, I can cut you off. I cut you off. You message in the comments.
I know you want to cut my car, this is true, but it's okay.
So go ahead. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
You see, a country without systems, this is the problem. Guyanese, Granger was putting system in place for the country. System is important. If you don't put system, allow the system to work, you'll have problems in a country like we have.
Well, give me examples of systems Granger was putting in place. Please, an example of systems Granger was putting in place.
The man was putting a lot of systems.
Give me an example of a system Granger was putting in place, other than cardboards at events and broken down school buses. Give me a system that he was putting in place. Give me a system. Oh Christ! Name one system that Granger was putting in place.
You think a president going everywhere, that's it?
Paul, have a good day.
It's action,
have a good day. So what action we are on the Granger? Give me a system.
I'm saying
give me a system. Give me a system. Up to now, you can't answer. You can't answer. You're rowing with me back and forth, but you gave me no system.
Cordell, can I give you a chance to reply? I'm saying to you, I'm simply saying to you, he was putting system. You know the system that he was putting.
No, I don't. I'm saying I do not. I'm asking you to say one system. I'm asking you to say one system, sir. And you're not answering me. You're dancing around the place, but system and system and system. I'll tell you like what God mostly said. That's a good song bite, but what are the facts behind it? What system Granger was putting in place? That's a good song by Paul, but what system? Bro, here. At the end of the day, you call here, you waste your time, you don't bring no points, but to share a set of information that you don't have anything to back up. You can't tell nobody right now one system that you claim Granger was putting in place that benefited anyone. Look how much time I ask you. I stopped talking for you to talk, to tell me the system, and up to now you can't tell me. Up to now you can't tell me. So Paul, I'm saying you get away from here with that nonsense. And the time 2050 to 2020, all these things that you say happen to Afro-Guyanese, the Afro-Guyanese government didn't do nothing to rectify it. They do nothing to rectify it, sir. So you can't call and tell me nonsense here. Because you have nothing to back up. Nothing to back up. Nothing. Linden, Albistown, Beirut, New Amsterdam, Bartico, wherever you want to look at, Paul, they did nothing for them people, them. Nothing. Nothing. I say nothing, Paul. And again, you, not even in the comments, can say what system that they had. Let me get back to development and the systems this government is putting in place. Like these photovoltaic systems to these indigenous communities. Now look at the scale of this solar project, Paul. This project aims to distribute 30,000 solar systems to households in the hinterland, riverine, and rural communities. And this represents a significant effort to bridge the energy divide between urban and rural areas. Why they didn't do that for them 2050 to 2020? 7.2 million credit agreement between the government of Ghana and the government of India that is facilitated by the Exim Bank to make this project possible. What connections Granger them to making to better the lives of Guyanese? Now, access to electricity not only improves the living conditions, but also empowers communities and enables small-scale businesses, extending communication options, enhancing the overall quality of these people's lives. What's wrong with these banners? Vishal, you're calling back. What's going on, champ?
Yes, I have to call back to respond to the hypothetical asshole we just called it. Right? His mental faculty needs to be checked, brother. Real thing. These are the same people who migrate from this country, I'm asking you show you would have migrated.
Yeah.
And the PNC regime.
Yeah. Yes.
Lives in the US. He's talking about black discrimination and black this and black that. The United States of America is the epitome of what he speaks.
This boy is a joker.
You ever read Creed of the Lynching when the white man used to frame black people? And when they pass through the court, and it doesn't go in the white man way and kill them? Mr. Paul aware of that?
Man, he's only know certain things, partner. He see no black people in the band.
You tell me what happened. Look, they said PPP killed Kwame Wing. You know, only until the PPP government took back power from Wing family was given, they were given a payoff or something. Not payoff, I would say. A compensation.
Yeah.
There's evidence to incriminate the PPPC or the PPPC regime when it comes to the alleged 400. Now it's gone to 1,500. These people got number problem.
Bro, the numbers keep rising.
And they got inflation in the freaking party. Right?
Look.
Like many of those living in the US, is a white man's doormat. Not for them, they would never clean shit, but I prefer to go and clean a white man ass in America, Mr. Jones. I know about you, but I'm cleaning no white man ass. You know what? Tell them, come and brag and boast. Hey,
yeah. For Guyanese.
To clean a white man ass, really?
Them boys, look, I don't know.
I ain't a clean a white man ass. You know what? According to them, we work for a meager sum of money. I don't work for a meager sum.
Amen, brother. Thank you for coming through again.
Another thing I want Mr. Paul to know. He talking about system. The Fiscal Management Act was passed in 2003 under the PPC.
Yeah.
In 2015, all the corruption that they accused the PPP of. How many of the PPP officials were brought before the court with evidence? I'm talking about substantiated evidence.
They tried with the Minister Singh and Brassington, and nothing came out of it. That's what telling the boy Paul, he got no evidence to bring.
Mr. Paulson took $140-something million to do a feasibility study for the 𝒏𝒐𝒕𝒆, which a feasibility study was already done by the previous PPPC administration.
Yeah.
And it didn't cost government $146 million.
Yeah.
But, you know, according to Uncle Paul, I got to call you Uncle Paul. According to Uncle Paul, when a black man committed, especially if he's from the Apu faction, if he commit a corrupt act, it is ordealed by the Bible, according to him.
Yeah.
But if anybody else commit a corrupt act, them is the devil. This man live in a tantrum. He needs to come out of the mental slavery. You understand?
The Paul try there.
Epitome of a mental or mentally enslaved.
Bro.
Because you know why he's still the white man doormat. I have no apologies to Paul. To the hell be with you.
Yeah, you too, brother. You too. You understand? This boy, up to now, in the 𝒏𝒐𝒕𝒆 typing in the comments saying, you can't give one example. Type out in the comments part. We got up to 8 o'clock. We got 10 minutes before we close out. And I'm challenging you to give me one example of a system that Granger was putting in place that was benefiting the Guyanese. 10 minutes, Paul. 7:50, we ending at 8. In the comments that you know of a system that was benefiting the Guyanese, or Paul, an Afro-Guyanese community that benefited from a major infrastructure. But I ain't talking about a piece of I ain't talking about arches. I ain't talking about the thing like a shaft in Madia. I'm talking about a major infrastructural project, like a new school or something, some big thing that they do that we could touch and see and say, yes, the coalition do this. No, Paul, I don't know them. And clearly you don't know them either. That's why you can't mention one up to now. You understand me? Up to now, the buses, boats, and bicycles foolishness, you could say would have benefited at least, and this is me being very generous, 40% of the school population, persons going to school. Boats, buses, and bicycles bull that they had. About 40%. Because I gave y'all the logic behind it. Most of the buses were 30-seater. When the bus leave from Levy State coming down from the East Coast coming to Georgetown, how many students they picking up on the way when it full with the 30? How many buses they had running there to take care of the entire population? Let me say the East Coast alone. Don't let me say East Bank, Georgetown, and all over. How many buses we had running that could take off the student population? Right? When you had your 10,000 grand for the children that were impacting more people, impacting individually. Not until there were allegations where the bus used to pick up in certain areas, the pass in certain areas. You understand? So, again, Paul, you got 8 minutes left. One project that you know of, done by the coalition, that benefited benefited Afro-Guyanese or Guyanese in general. Right? Y'all remember what they used to say about the same stadium there? You remember what they used to say about the Marriott? Y'all remember? Where is the corruption that was spoken of? Jagio supposed to be in jail. The president supposed to be in jail. The whole people is supposed to be in jail. Because it was bare corruption and bare worries. But nothing was done. Anyway, that time with Paul. So we're coming back to these solar systems to these people in the hinterland. Now, there are many environmental benefits of using these solar PV systems, such as reduced reliance on fossil fuels and a smaller carbon footprint, which aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals of Guyana. Now, it is also important to highlight that there was a lot of involving of local communities in decision-making process related to the Energy Access Project to ensure that their specific needs and preferences were considered. And as we know, having access to electricity can stimulate the economic development in these remote areas by attracting investment and fostering entrepreneurship. On the education side, the Ministry of Education's radio station, EduFM, has introduced its EdPal learning mobile application, a significant move to leverage technology in education. The app offers a wide range of educational content catering to learners from nursery to tertiary levels. It is notable that the app features some of the features of the app, such as low latency and bandwidth, scalability, its user-friendly interface, an artificial intelligence engine, and analytics. These features are designed to enhance the learning experience. Now, the Minister of Education, the Honorable 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏 Chang, commended the team at EduFM, particularly Mr. Philip Williams, for their leadership and innovation and progress in utilizing technology for education. Minister Manik Chan emphasized how the app has transformed distance education in the country, making learning more accessible and comfortable for people. It would be remiss of me not to mention how EduFM's initiatives contribute to equity and equality in distance education across the nation, ensuring that learners, regardless of their location, have access to educational resources. Minister Malik Chan urged parents to embrace technology and monitor their children's device usage while recognizing the positive impact that it can have on their minds. Now, this app is curriculum aligned content, and the app provides content that is aligned with the curriculum, emphasizing the educational value while also offering child-friendly, safe, and high-quality edutainment. Now, Director of EduFM, Mr. Philip Williams, emphasized that the creative use of technology to measure usage, interaction, and location data to inform policy and content delivery. And this demonstrates a data-driven approach to education. He also stressed the importance of continuous learning and monitoring of children's progress and engagement with educational technology by both parents and educators. I'd like to mention, too, that EduFM is the only radio station providing educational and edutainment content 24/7, making learning resources available around the clock. Right? So hats off to the Ministry of Education and the team there at EduFM for being able to progress this app for the better educating of our young ones coming up, the future of Guyana. Just quickly before we go, 11,000 persons have completed training through the Women Innovative and Investment Network, WIN, and that is out of the Ministry of Social, I wasn't the name of this damn ministry. Minister 𝒐𝒊𝒔𝒆𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 social protection. It's right name of this darn ministry. But Minister 𝒐𝒊𝒕𝒂𝒊𝒎's ministry. What's the right name of this ministry? Jeez, what's wrong with me? Ministry of Social. Anyway, Minister 𝒊𝒕𝒂𝒊𝒎's ministry training 11,000 persons in the WIN program. Passport office in every town. Local government, police commission, petroleum act, police and citizens started working together. You see, now I just understand why critic does cuss up on the live, you know. Now I understand why critic does cuss up on the live. They got some people that's really push you. They got people that's really push you. Now look at this mook with name Paul. Passport office in every town. But you still got to wait long because they got to send it back to town to print the blasted passport, Paul. So it was a retarded move with passports in every passport offices in every town that can't function without the main one. So you still have to, your passport still have to come to town, get made, and then sent back to the region. That's the retarded planning that they had. Right, Paul? Local government, we're talking about local government. Police commission, you talking about Petroleum Act. You talking about Petroleum Act, sir? Really? Police and citizens working together. Who's that CPG, comrade? You better get away from here, Paul. Police and citizens working together under the coalition. Get away from here, sir. You get away from here with that nonsense. Where is our $18 million? Where's our 18 million US, Paul? Where's our 18 million US? We can't hear nothing from you. Police commissioner. Wait, you mean hosting a local government elections? That's what you're talking they brought back? What was the reason we didn't have local government elections, Paul? Anyway, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. And this here is what Paul's offerings in relation to systems. that Courdel was putting in place. Petroleum Act, Police Commission, local government, and a passport office in every town. Okay, Paul. Okay. Anyway, folks, I had enough of Paul today. I'm going on my way before he make us start cussing on this live. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Go out there and be productive. Drink a lot of water. The place is very hot. The place is very hot. Don't forget, guys. Is it today?
We have saved the best for last. Amerindian Heritage Month culminates with our heritage sports from the 27th of September as we launch with a grand ceremony at the Everest Cricket Club ground from 17 hours. Come out and witness performances by our culture groups, parachuting by the GDF, presentations, and so much more. It's Amerindian Heritage Sports from the 27th of September to the 1st of October. See you there.
So you guys make sure you check that out. Heritage Sports happening there at Everest Ground starting tomorrow until the 1st of October as we wind down on Heritage 2023. Also, moving on So that's the lights there being mounted at Anna Regina ground there in Region 2. So things happening around the place. Right? Things are happening. I know you don't like it, Paul, but it's happening. And it can continue to happen because we need this type of development here in Guyana. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it here with this administration. But finally, before I go, I got to take one more poke at them trainees before I go. Love One Guyana, guys. Remember, it's all about One Guyana. See you guys here tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you for being here with me today, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, some of we born on the hills, some on the low coastal plains. Plenty rice and sugar cane. Same Guyanese blood in our vein. So make we burn out the hatred, time for erasing. Can't make that destroy. 6 races share the same space in this 83,000 square miles.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana.
Sorry. Just a second. Before I go, I just want to show y'all how stupid some people can be and how they don't even understand how these projects impact some of these communities, right? Look at this idiot of a comment. Take the road to the market and purchase goods. Now that's to show you how Paul don't even have an understanding of these things. No one a contract in that community get a contract to build a road. Who you hiring? Not the people in the community. Not the people in the community. Where they spending their money, not at the market in the community. Right? This guy is such a retard. And to show he has no idea of how development works. That is why the kind of poor management we had under the coalition, Paul. It's people like you who are managing. But on that note, Paul, you have a good day. Peace, love, One Guyana.